Very good morning, all of you, and welcome to EDHYAN. EDHYAN is an integrated knowledge sharing online platform. We believe learning should never stop, even in lockdown or pandemic situation like COVID. Our mission is to keep the hunger for learning alive in everyone. EDHYAN organizes various sessions and events on different subjects like health, music, education, art, self-grooming, and many more. Our today's session is Chanakya Niti for Successful Life. I would like to thank our associate partners, Shivam Polymers, Jargaon, Gadre's Knowledge and Financial Solutions, LLP, Navi Mumbai, Fincrest Insurance and Investments, Pune, Urgent Mobile Charging Station, marketed by Parihar Enterprises. Our today's session is, uh, I would like to read some ground rules. Please place yourself on mute during the session. Questions will be addressed at the end of the session. Questions can also be sent to explore@edn.com. Thank you so much. Today, I am very glad to introduce Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai, a great personality who actually needs no introduction. He is popularly known as Chanakya Reborn. Dr. Pillai has popularized great economist Chanakya and his strategies for achieving success in career and life. Recently, Dr. Pillai was invited by our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji to share Chanakya thoughts on how could be helpful in our development of nation. Dr. Pillai is a renowned leadership speaker, trainer, and personal mentor to many organizations in public and private sector. He chairs number of institutions like Atmadarshan Private Limited, Chanakya Anvikshiki Private Limited, SPM Foundation International Institute of Leadership Studies, to name a few. He is currently rated as India's #1 business author. Oh my God. He has written 17 best-selling books on Chanakya since 2010. His first book, Corporate Chanakya, is used as textbook in various business schools in India and abroad. Some of his most popular books are Chanakya's 7 Secrets of Leadership, co-authored with D. Sivanandan, Chanakya in You, Katha Chanakya, Chanakya in Classroom, Corporate Chanakya on Management. He has also extended his knowledge about Chanakya Niti to even daily life, getting rich, children, etc. Chatur Chanakya is his first book for children, which is now being made into a movie. He has also authored a book on how to write a book and make it bestseller. He has been felicitated with numerous awards like Sardar Patel International Award, Avishkar Chanakya Innovation Research Award, etc. Recently, he has been honored with Lokmat National Education Leadership Award, the best professor in philosophy. He is rated amongst top 30 management thinkers globally by Thinkers50.com. EDN is extremely happy and proud to have Pillai sir today with us. I request you, Pillai sir, to share your thoughts on Chanakya Niti for successful life. Over to Pillai sir.
Hi, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you, Rajita ma'am. Namaskar. A warm
Namaskar.
good afternoon to each one of you for giving your valuable time on a Sunday, because even if it is lockdown, you may have so many activities and so many webinars going on. Thanks to each one of you for choosing this particular session. I'd like to first of all start by thanking one of the greatest friends of mine and one of the great academic leaders, a teacher, a philosopher, an excellent administrator, Dr. Manali Londe, who has been responsible for actually getting me into this particular platform. Thank you, Manali ma'am. You've been a great teacher yourself and inspiration to all the students. Secondly, I'd like to thank the whole team of Adhyayan and especially Dr. Rajendra Patil sir, who has been coordinating, Sunil Patil sir, Sachin sir, and of course, my moderator, Rujita madam, who has been coordinating with all of you. And of course, she's going to moderate the questions and make this a very lively session. So with that, I like to take your blessings and permission to start this particular session. So first of all, the topic that we have today is very, very philosophical and very, very practical. Okay, please understand this that, I believe that all of us should study Indian philosophy. But then there is a particular idea that Indian philosophy is very abstract. It is not practical. Okay, so all talks about Atman, Paramatman, Brahman. It is all about the other world. It is not true. In fact, only Indian philosophy is practical. Okay, so I would suggest everyone to actually do some research and study and have a philosophical base to become successful in life. Okay, so without philosophy, you'll never be successful. And look at philosophy in application. Whenever we talk about our philosophy, one book definitely comes in mind, that is Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and everybody talks about Bhagavad Gita as something otherworldly. But you know what? Where is Bhagavad Gita being told? It is told right in the battlefield. So it is the most practical situation that if you don't actually act, it's a matter of life and death. There is something called as bedroom philosophy or boardroom philosophy. What is bedroom or boardroom philosophy? Sit down and discuss. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Like how we comment for towards politicians, think we'll do this, we'll do that. So it's easy. But in the battlefield, you will have to actually have a philosophy on how you are going to fight. So first is philosophy, and the second is strategy. So Krishna is first telling the philosophy, but later on he's also telling strategy. So my request to all of you is that please study Indian philosophy. It is the most richest and practical philosophy in the world. Second thing I like to quote over here, that this year, okay, is a very special year, and this month is a very special month. Okay, so what is this year? 2020. Everybody is becoming very negative about 2020. Everybody is telling, "Pata nahi ye saal kab niklega," because everybody is locked down and everybody is cursing each other. Initially, they were cursing the government, but now the government, now they are wondering whom to curse. So they say, let us curse the planet and the stars. Pata nahi ye yog kaisa aa gaya hai. But I'll tell you, if you look at it strategically, year 2020, things in your life. You can actually look at it, very positively. So always say, don't look at the paristiti, look at the manastiti. So if you are actually looking at positively, you will find lot of benefits in this particular year. This particular month is the month of Shravan. In Indian calendar, it's a very, very spiritual month also. And I don't know if you're aware of it. This month is also been declared by the government of India as the Sanskrit, month. So we are all promoting Sanskrit, and I've been fortunate to actually do an MA in Sanskrit, and of course I did my PhD in Arthashastra. I became a teacher, but this month also try and do some course or some online sessions or lectures to understand Sanskrit. Sanskrit is not just Deva Bhasha; it is also the Bhasha from which all the Bhashas came in. Okay, so it is the mother of all languages, and this Shravan Purnima is also be like Sanskrit Dinam. So two promises I want from all of you. That is, number one, you'll study Indian philosophy. Okay. And secondly, you will also get interested in Sanskrit, because Sanskrit is the key to Indian knowledge. Okay. When I studied Sanskrit, I never knew, but the whole Chanakya Niti and the Arthashastra opened out in front of me. So remember one thing, if you want to be successful in life, you need to have a strong philosophy and vision in life, but also you need to have strategies in life. So friends, with that, I'm going to talk about my topic for the day, Chanakya Niti for a successful life. I'm sure there is not a single person in this room who doesn't want success. Okay, so if you want to be a failure, then this session is not for you. But if you want to be successful, definitely this is a session for you. And it is not Radhakrishnan Pillai's principles. Okay, remember one thing. Rujuta ma'am was actually introducing me and telling Radhakrishnan Pillai is Chanakya Reborn. No, 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 no. I'm not Chanakya Reborn. I'm only Radhakrishnan Pillai. And by the grace of God, my teachers, one of my greatest teachers, Dr. Shubhada Joshi, under whom I did PhD, and all my friends and teachers and my parents, because of them, I was able to at least try to study Chanakya. But Chanakya was a great person, and you cannot call him like Radhakrishnan Pillai cannot be reborn. No, Chanakya cannot be. But yes, I have done studies on Chanakya, and one of my other teachers, Dr. Gangadharan Nair, told me the only Guru Dakshina, he never took anything from me. Okay, he told the only Guru Dakshina that I want from you is go and spread the knowledge. Okay, so I am doing that, kartavya. And there is this concept called rina in our Indian philosophy. Rina means debt. So now suppose you take a debt or a loan from anybody, it is said you should pay it off completely. Kuch baki mat rakhna, because even if you keep little loan, it compounding interest, it becomes very big. So not a single money should be kept back if you are taken a debt or a loan. But there is also said in Indian philosophy that there will be one debt which you should never be able to repay. And that is called as the rina of your rishis, your teachers, your mata pita, your nature. Okay, so Rishi Rana is also there. So what your teachers will and say, I've done my job. No, whatever you do, it will always be income. When I started studying, it was like a Rana that I have to give back to my teachers. So now I first of all invoke all my teachers, my spiritual gurus, my parents, and actually I like to tell that all of you also should remember this, that you will be successful only if you remember your elders and take their blessings. So with that, let me start with a story. Okay, ready for a story? I think everybody likes stories, And in India, for teaching, we have one great methodology that is called storytelling. Everybody gets interested in stories. Nobody likes, blackboards and formulas. That is very boring. That's why people hate mathematics. I only believe that if you want to start loving mathematics, all mathematics teachers should become storytellers. And if you can tell mathematics in stories, nobody will hate mathematics. Unfortunately, the way the teaching methodology is, it's all about formulas. And even Sanskrit language, it's all about grammar. Who likes grammar or mathematics? In fact, I tell you, you can teach grammar through stories and songs. You can make it entertaining. So before I start with Chanakya Niti, everybody gets very tensed, about Chanakya Niti means some very dangerous formula. No, it's a very simple formula. So let me start my session with a story. Chanakya was a teacher. He was a guru, an acharya, and he was having his own gurukul. And during those days, around 4th century BC, 2400 years ago, he lived in Pataliputra, okay, which is modern day Patna. It was the capital of a great kingdom called as Magad. Of course, Chanakya had gone to Takshashila University where he studied. He also taught there, but he came back to his hometown, that is Patliputra. Most of his work has been in Patliputra. And he had a Gurukul also there. Okay, so he was a teacher. You can call him like a principal of a college, So he was teaching, he was administrating. But as I told you, philosophers also are practical. They are not just abstract words. So there was a major problem during Chanakya's times. What was that major problem? There was a king and his name was Dhananand, and he was becoming very selfish and he never ruled the kingdom properly. So the capital that was Patliputra, the main kingdom was Magad. And the Magad kingdom's Raja was Dhananand. He had a lot of dhana, but no ananda for the people. Okay, so everybody was disgusted, saying, "ये कैसा है? वो धन सिर्फ अपने आनंद के लिए लेता है." So he used to collect taxes, but never used to serve the people. See, sometimes it's okay, but Chanakya realized something very important, that there were a lot of external problem that came in. What are the external problem? Alexander attacked India. We need to fight against the enemy. So he called all his students and told them, come on, let us try and go and fight Alexander. Said, okay, let us fight against Alexander and we will go and defeat the enemy. The guru, the acharya has given us a command, come on, let us go and fight the enemy. So Chanakya said you have to do two things. What? Before you fight the enemy. Number one, you have to get trained in warfare. You cannot just go and fight the enemy. You should have some skills, isn't it? So all of you are going to fight the battle of life. You want to be successful, but you require training. That is why we have E-Adhyayan, where you get training, you get the skills before you fight the challenges of life. Don't just jump in and start fighting. You will get destroyed. So Chanakya said, first thing is that you need to have training in how to fight the battle. That it is called Dhanuravidya. Okay, so don't worry, I will teach you. But second thing, I can't teach you, but you have to do it on your own. What is that? Go and take the blessings and permissions of your parents. Huh? Parents? All children said, we are ready to fight. No. Remember, in Indian culture, without the blessings of your parents and elders, you should never start anything. That's why, remember, the power of blessings is very, very important. So all the students go, they take the blessings of the parents. And do you think the parents, especially the mothers, will allow you immediately? कहाँ जा रहा है? युद्ध में जा रहा हूँ. नहीं नहीं बेटा, you should not go. I actually sent you to the Gurukul to learn philosophy and how to earn money so that you can eat. And what is your Acharya doing? Chanakya, he's telling you to go to the battlefield. No, no, no. And it is said, Shivaji to be born in this country, but not in my house. Okay, the Shivaji should be born to the neighbor's house. Why should I send my child? So everybody started telling no. Then Chanakya went, and he went to the mother of each of the child. First he went to Chandragupta Maurya's mother. Chanakya was a kingmaker. His ideal student was Chandragupta Maurya, and his mother got very frightened. Oh, Guru aage hamare ghar pe. And there is a saying in Marathi, Sadhu Sant Yeti Gara Totsa Diwali Dasara. When a teacher, a great saint person comes to your house, it's a matter of celebration. So the mother was celebrating within, wow, the great Acharya teacher is coming. Imagine the principal of your particular college or institution comes to your house. How will you feel? You'll feel nice, isn't it? And your parents will be very elevated. And the mother will make nice dishes, everything. Aiye, Guruji. But this time the mother was happy and very unhappy also because she knew the purpose. ये आके मेरा बेटे को लेके जाने वाला है. This Acharya is very dangerous, and already Chanakya had a negative impact on people, impression, saying that Kutaniti, he is going to cheat and take away my son. So the mother, when the teacher came in, he said, Andar jao, go inside, go inside. Like, when some strange outsider comes in, when you open the door, the mother tells, go inside, I will tackle him. So even though the Acharya came in, the mother said, no. But she was happy. Acharya baitiye, khana pina khaiye. Acharya said, oh, theek hai, but I want your son. I want your permission to be given to your son so that he can go and fight for the country. Mother was very unhappy. Then Chanakya told the mother, saying that if somebody attacks you as a mother, and if your son, Chandragupta Maurya, keeps looking at you, will you be happy? If somebody is attacking you, will you be happy? No, I will be very unhappy. Think about it. The same way your motherland is being attacked, okay, by outsiders, like Alexander is coming, and you're sitting quiet. Go, I don't want your son. Then the mother said, wait, Acharya, sorry, you take my son. And that time Chandragupta Maurya came out and he told Chandragupta Maurya, you know what? Even if your mother had not given the permission, I would have anyway taken you. Because you wanted to join the army and fight the enemy and you're my student. But remember Chandragupta Maurya, whatever you do, when the blessings of the parents are there, you will never fail. And he looked at Chandragupta and told him, you know what? Why did I want all the students to take the blessings of the parents? Why? Why, Acharya? Because you may go to the war, but you can become Ranachod. You know what is the meaning of Ranachod? Your Ranabhumi chod ke bhagta hai. And I know if you run away from the battlefield, you may come to the battlefield, but seeing the enemy, you can run away. And that time your mother will tell you, go back. Jao. So once you are having the blessings of your parents will not allow you to come back without victory. So remember friends, if you want to be successful in life, the first blessings is your parents, your grandparents, your teachers. Remember, without that, you will never be successful. So this is a very practical solution. And please remember this, okay? So friends, with this, I hope all of you will prepare for the challenges of life, right? But I don't want you to look at life as a challenge. I don't want you to look at life as a battle. Battle is very tense. जीने मरने की बात है. But instead of looking at life as a challenge or a battle, look at life as a game. Okay? Play the game of life and become a winner. When you go to play, you enjoy playing, isn't it? You go play football, cricket, langadi, kho, whatever it is, or even video games for that matter nowadays. You want to be a winner, but you never get tensed. You say, okay, even if you fail, you'll go to the other friend and tell you, wait, अगली बार मैं हराऊंगा तुम्हें. So life should not be a challenge, because challenge is very negative way of looking at it. It's challenge. And challenge में क्या होता है कि you get into competitive mode. Sometimes you become hatred, you become jealous of the person. No, have a positive attitude. Life is a game. You should enjoy it. And people who go to play the game, they are always full of enthusiasm. And people who go to battle are always tense. पता नहीं मैं जिंदा रहूंगा कि नहीं रहूंगा. And that's why we have a lot of, war cries. Come on, come on. Nobody's happy, but you have to inspire them. Remember one thing, life has to be a game which is self-inspired. You want to play the game. You want to enjoy life, not just become negative about it, okay? So life, you have to take it in three things. Be positive, be practical, and also be spiritual, okay? Be positive, be practical, and be spiritual. Always remember God. Because when the challenges come, you should have God blessings and directions also with you. Okay, friends? So after this background, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you today 4 steps or 4 formulas of Chanakya Niti for successful life. Okay? So it is not that it is just about theory. I'm going to give 4 practical steps. So if you want to write it down, write it down. But remember, whatever you hear today, after this particular session, make a note of it and stick in front of your mirror. Okay, so every day morning when you have to look beautiful, yes, you should look beautiful. With or without lockdown, you should get up in the morning, dress yourself as if it's a normal day, ready to fight the game of life. And that time you should look at these 4 things that I'm going to give you, the 4 formulas, okay? Because you know what? People get ready externally. We brush our teeth, we actually, do some exercises, take a bath, wear nice dresses. But that is physical preparation. When you have to face the problems of life, you should also be mentally prepared. So everybody prepares externally, but what about mental preparation? Okay, that's why we go in front of the God, we pray to God, we take the blessings of parents, so that the mental preparation is also there. So what are these 4 formulas? This will help you now, and it will help you forever. Then remember these 4 formulas to become successful in life. Ready for it? Okay, friends. So the first formula for all of you, and I'm going to give you simple Sanskrit words. Okay. So as I told you, this month is Sanskrit month, Shravan. So it's one very important month. So I'm going to give you 4 simple Sanskrit words, but I will explain that in detail. But if you understand this small little 4 words, these are all Chanakya's Nitis, formulas for success in life. But remember, don't just by heart it, also apply it. It should not be by hearted, it should be part of your heart. Okay? So you should get into your life. Ready for these 4 words and 4 nitis? The first one. The first word in Sanskrit, or the formula for successful in life, is Swadhyaya. Okay? Swadhyaya. What is the meaning of Swadhyaya? I think it's very important to understand today. We have this session conducted by E. Adhyayan, isn't it? What is the meaning of E? Is electronic. Adhyayan, we have to study, we have to learn. But you know what is the difference between Adhyayan and Swa-Adhyayan? Swadhyaya. Swa means self. Adhyayan means study. Everybody has to study. And unfortunately in our society, my goodness, study is like a tension. Isn't it true? Everybody studies to give exams. And exams is equal to marks. Good marks is equal to college admissions. Good college admission has to lead to good jobs. Then jobs, then you become married, then you become successful. Oh, that is the social formula. But Chanakya has got a different formula for success in life. Success in life is not about studies. Success in life is about self-studies. Swa-Adhyayan. Remember, friends, what you learn in schools and colleges is something as a part of syllabus. But you have to keep studying lifelong. Swa-Adhyayan is not about getting marks in examination. It is getting yourself prepared for the journey of life. Okay, so let me tell you, if you are a student, what you learn in the schools or colleges. Now, if you don't do self-study, what is the point? A lot of people think that, okay, if I don't understand in the college or the school, I need to go to a tuition class. Okay, you go to a tuition class. What are they doing? They're only making you repeat again and again. So what teacher taught in the school or the college, that again you're learning, you're repeating. So what is going to happen is that you are going to do something called as repetition. Okay, and that's why we have a formula called as part. What is part? Repeat again and again and again. And a part pada kya? That means repeat karke aaya kya? Like how we did mathematical formulas. 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 2. So it become a part. But remember, I'm not talking about part. I'm talking about swa adhyayan. All the students who have done extremely well, okay, not necessarily all of them have gone to classes. Okay, what have they done? They have studied themselves. And all teachers, whether in the classes or the schools, said, "Arey, khud padhai karke aao." So students who study and then do self-study. Good teachers, been cool classes, tuition classes, that is one thing. But you have to study yourself. And study when? Only in school days, colleges? No. Lifelong. Okay, at this age, I'm 46 years old. Okay, even at this age, I'm studying. I'm doing my DLit. Why? After my PhD. Why? Nobody's pressurizing me. Nobody's telling me. I'm, by the grace of God, I'm very successful. But I believe in the quality of swadhyaya. Swadhyaya. So remember one thing. Even if you get a job, today you have to keep studying to maintain your jobs. So if you're not upgraded in your professional field, you will be outdated. Okay, so the best thing in life is swadhyaya. Let me also tell you that there is, now you will get into the first level of getting jobs, but later on, okay, you will have to study to keep yourself professionally upgraded. Otherwise, the existing job will go. So a lot of people who are losing jobs, they don't know what's happening in the field. So remember, swadhyaya is a lifelong thing, not only during students' days. Okay, and you know how students study? How do the adhyayan? So there is a joke. There was a teacher, okay, and she gave a very fat book, very, very fat book, like this size, very fat book. Big size, big book. It is a very fat book with some 700 pages. And like, Arthashastra, this is a very fat book. Okay. And she said, okay, there were 3 students. And said that, go and study this book. Tell me, if you want to study this book, how much time will it take? So the first student looked at that very fat book and it looked at the number of pages and looked at the subject and said, "Madam, nothing. I can read the whole fat book in 1 week. 700 pages. Yeah, I can understand. I can give an exam also if you want. Okay, 700 pages, 1 week. Okay, good. So you can study the whole fat book in 1 week. Very good. So you know what is adhyayan. Study, study, study. As a second student, how much time will you take? You look at the book. I can study it in 3 days. And if you want, I can study it in 2 days also. Okay, no problem. So very fast reading skills I have got. Then there's a third student saying that, okay, how much time will you take to study this book? And the student asks, exam kab hai? So you tell me when is the exam date, that time I'll start studying, So if it is tomorrow, I can complete the whole book in the night itself, So it is not that he is studying for understanding the book. He is studying to give the exams. Reality in life, isn't it? Many of the students don't study till the exam comes. They go and attend lectures because there is a compulsory attendance. And the parents will ask you, Kute challas, where are you going? I have to go to school, college. And then you go to the school or college or tuition class, but you're going to a movie theater. It's okay. It's okay to have fun in life. But remember one thing, along with fun in life, you should study every day. Yes, my dear friends, if you study every day, it is like sharpening the saw. It's like if you have a knife, you don't just cut the knife. Every day, if you look at a person who is using a good knife, will always cut the knife. And then, so it's your mind has to study every day. Now I'll tell you something. In the Arthashastra of Kautilya, there is something called as Raja Pranidhi. Raja Pranidhi means how does a king behave? What is his daily routine? What is he supposed to do? And you will be surprised, for a Raja who is running the whole country, Chanakya says he has to study for 3 hours every day. 3 hours every day for a Raja. I don't even study 1 hour every day being a full-time student. So Chanakya says, no, even a Raja has to study. Of course, he doesn't have to give exam, but he has to face his Rajaguru. Okay, Chanakya was a Rajaguru. So he has to report, he has to study. Because if you don't study, you will be not having the mental capacity to take the right decision. So studies is not for degree or jobs. Huh? Studies for the sake of enjoyment. Swadhyaya. That is the first formula. Second formula. Okay. Vriddha Sanyogaha. Just write it down. I'll explain that to you. What is the meaning of Vriddha Sanyogaha? That means being constant association with elders. Okay, elders. Vriddha means elders, experts. Sanyogaha. Sanyogaha means being in touch, constant association with elders and experts. So remember one thing, Shivaji Maharaj, one of the greatest leaders that we saw, he also had a Rajaguru, Ramdas Swami, okay, and many other teachers, okay, all great saints, used to learn from them. So remember, many times we go to our teachers when there is a problem. But if you are in touch with your teachers, you will never have a problem. Okay, so the formula is not that मेरे पास भी एक school teacher थी या था, and where do you meet them? During alumni reunions, okay, or on WhatsApp groups. No. WhatsApp is good because you can be in constant communication. But remember one thing, teaching is not over after you pass out or you become a graduate. Teaching is a lifelong thing. So that's why even though Chandragupta Maurya became an emperor, okay, Chanakya continued to advise him. And you know what? There is a story that every week, Chanakya has to actually guide Chandragupta Maurya. So Chandragupta Maurya was in the kingdom, in Patliputra, he was in the Rajdhani, and Chanakya was far away in his Gurukul. After becoming a king also, he had to go once in a week and have a discussion with the Rajaguru. Because even to run a whole kingdom, you require advice. You know, friends, you will realize this as you go bigger and bigger when you become leaders, okay? Leaders also require guidance. Don't think that, I'm a leader, so I don't require any guidance. The captain of a ship also requires guidance from the others. So this is very, very important to know. Vriddha Sanyogaha. As I told you in the beginning, take the blessings of elders, parents, teachers. But taking the blessings is one thing. But also take the advice of them. See, we always do it as a ritual. You know what is the meaning of ritual? We have to take the blessings. Suppose you are staying in a house where your grandparents are also there. So before we go, we touch their feet, do symbolically and go away. But the problem is that is very, very ritualistic. We don't actually respect them from within. You know what we say from within? Unko kya aata hai? They don't know how to, use a mobile. I'm faster than them, And tumhara zamana gaya, hamara zamana hai. No. I totally understand that, every generation has an advantage over the previous generation. And all of you today have got this fantastic advantage of having accessibility to information than any other generation, I always tell my teacher friends also, don't get into the class like you used to get into a class to teach the students 10 years ago. Okay? Because you used to have a syllabus and the students will wonder what you're going to teach. Today, the students know much more than the teachers, isn't it? So a lot of people say, teacher ko kya aata hai? Humne Google or Wikipedia se seekh ke aa gaye hum log. My students, please understand this. You may get a lot of information on Google, but the knowledge is always with teachers. There's a difference between information and knowledge and wisdom. The Vriddhas are wise people. They may not be having so much technology skills like you, but they have wisdom of life. So when you sit down in front of a teacher or when you sit down in front of your grandparents, they give you the essence of life. Okay, please understand this. Respect your elders, especially the older they are. Spend more time with them, especially your grandparents. Grandparents will never be there forever with you. One day they will pass away. But remember, when you spend time with them, I have one request, especially during this particular lockdown time, speak to your grandparents at least 1 hour every day. Oh my goodness, 1 hour every day? वो तो पता नहीं. No, it is not about speaking. It is just being in their company. Just sit and observe them. You'll be surprised. They will start opening out to you. They'll tell you so many small instances which can inspire you. Okay? Not only with grandparents, with your uncles, aunties, whoever is elder to you, your teachers. Call upon one teacher every day. Why not? Believe me, don't speak for 1 hour. It depends on the teacher's availability. But it's very important to be in constant association with teachers. Believe me, whenever you have a problem, These people will help you. That's how you become successful in life. Vriddha Sanyogaha. Now I'll tell you the third formula. Okay, the third Sanskrit word. Become a Raja Rishi. Okay, become a Raja Rishi. So what is the meaning of Raja Rishi? So there are two words which is combined. Sandhi as this, compounding or combination. Raja and Rishi. So all of you, first of all, should think like leaders. Raja. Develop leadership qualities in you. In the olden days, it was getting jobs. Today, it is about creating jobs. Isn't it? It's about becoming an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is not a job seeker. He's a job creator. Okay. That means entrepreneurship is also about leadership qualities. I remember a lot of young boys and girls, they get in touch with me and they ask me, how to start a business, what to do, how to select the right partner. I said, listen. First of all, understand entrepreneurship is first being a leader. A leader, I thought entrepreneurship is about creating a business. Sorry. Entrepreneurship may be creating a business, but business requires business leadership. So all of you should think like leaders. Because when the tough time comes, leadership matters. But leadership also matters in good times. Okay? So what kind of a leader is Chanakya talking about? What kind of a leader should be? Raja, you have to be a good leader, but think like a rishi. That's why rishis are philosophers, they're thinkers, they're scientists. And many times we have this particular, concept that a rishi is, sitting somewhere in one forest, right below a tree, sitting with cross-leg and meditating. Wow. He's a yogi. But remember one thing, that is only a symbolic way of showing what a yogi is. But you know what? Ramdas Swami called Shivaji Maharaj as Shrimanta Yogi. Okay, you should read this literature. So you're Shrimanta, you're in so much power, so much affluence, but inside you should be a yogi. What is the meaning of yogi? Calm and quiet. There's so many challenges that will come in this world, Because when you're sitting on the leadership position, in the chair of leader, it's not going to be easy. Many people see the power, politician, very, very powerful, president, prime minister, they can do anything. But remember one thing, leadership is about responsibility. When you start a company, you cannot shut it down. I've seen a lot of people, especially young boys and girls, come, I have an idea. So they, okay, you have an idea, but be committed to the idea lifelong. Okay, it is not going to be easy. You don't become a leader overnight. I became Steve Jobs. I want to become like him. I want to become like Oyo. I want to become like this person, that person. Sorry, friends. It's a long journey. So remember one thing, you want to be successful in life, you need to be committed. So Shivaji also was very powerful. He had his own army. He was defeating all the enemies. But he said, Ramdas Swami called him yogi. Internally, you should be having all the good qualities of a yogi. You should never have hatred, jealousy, anger. Okay? There are called 6 bad vices. Shada ripuhu in our literature. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Okay? So if you are jealous of your friend, so naturally our education system is actually an examination system, isn't it? And we always feel jealous. Oh, he got 98 marks. And how much did I get? 97.5. Jealous. So, in life, you have to understand one thing. Sometimes one person will win. Sometimes I will win. Sometimes the third party will win. That's okay. But you have to be a yogi. A yogi is a thinker. So how do you become a yogi? There is a process. How do you become a thinker or a rishi? There's a process. And it is called Anvikshiki. What is Anvikshiki? Another Sanskrit word. It is also called as philosophy, and I call it the science of thinking. How to think properly. A leader has to think properly. Okay? We don't know how to think about our life. Okay? But we should know how to think and strategize and plan our life. Plan out your work and work out your plan. When great saint Swami Chinmayanand said this, plan out your work and work out your plan. Chalo, karte hain. Kya pata nahi? Kyun pata nahi? So let's dance. What is the objective? But everybody just do it as, as a ritual, as a, celebration, mandal. Do it. There's nothing wrong. We should celebrate our festivals. Utsava, manasaha, manushyaha, utsavaha, priyaha. We all like celebrations, so we can dress up, eat nice food, go and meet our friends, click some nice selfies and post it on Facebook, Instagram. Good. But we forget the objective. The real objective of the whole Ganpati celebrations, especially the Samohika, the Ganpati celebration was a freedom movement that was started by Lokamanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. And we forget that, and it is becoming a very different activity. In life also, celebrate life, but have a purpose in life. Okay, remember one thing, if you have a purpose in life, you actually become a leader. If you have no purpose in life, you are just another person doing something. You all should be inspirations in life. Remember Mahatma Gandhi, professionally he was a lawyer. Okay, professionally he was a lawyer, but one day he was pushed out of the running train and he told, no, you cannot stay here, because South Africa story. But from the profession of a lawyer, that moment he got a purpose in his life. And that simple lawyer, nobody knew him, M.K. Gandhi. He became Mahatma Gandhi. Why? Because he got a purpose saying, this is not right. I will fight for it in the right way. He never hated the enemy. Remember one thing. When the Britishers left India after ruling us for 300 years, we departed as friends. That is very, very important to know, So we have to understand one thing. Mahatma Gandhi became Mahatma from Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi because of the purpose in life. And Mahatma Gandhi himself said, find a purpose, the means will follow. You should have a vision in life. You should have a great plan in life. Getting a job is not a vision of life, Getting a job is not purpose of life. Purpose is very big, very high. We should have something to contribute to the world. That is leadership. That is the way we should think. कि हम कुछ ऐसा करेंगे कि हमारे जाने के बाद भी हमारा काम और हमारा नाम संसार में चलता रहेगा. I may be gone, okay? I may be gone because one day everybody has to die. Nobody is permanent. When you are born, there is only one guarantee. You will die one day. Okay? Somebody dies early, somebody dies late, and somebody don't even want to die after 100. What pity. All your friends are dead and you want to be around. Okay? So remember one thing. Before you die, you should leave a legacy. You should be an inspiration for generations to come. Mahatma Gandhi is no more there. Swami Vivekananda is no more there, but they're still continuing inspiring the whole generation. Lokamanya Gangadhar Tilak, look at his vision statement. Swaraj Amada Janma Siddha Adhikara Ahi Ani Mite Milavana Rats. Freedom is my birthright and shall have it. Look at that visionary leadership. So all of you should think like leaders. Become not just a Raja, but an ideal thinker, philosopher, Raja Rishi. Okay. Third point. Sorry, the fourth one. Okay, I told Swadhyaya, Vriddha Sanyoga, Raja Rishi. And the fourth one, very simple to practice, but very deep to understand. Mitra Sambandha. Okay, the fourth quality is Mitra Sambandha. What does this Mitra Sambandha means? Mitra means friends. Sambandha means keeping relationships with your friends, being in constant touch with them. Unfortunately, what happens is that we are very selfish in friendships, isn't it? That's why we call many friends as Kama Purta Mama, which means जब भी काम है तब phone करता है. And the moment his number comes on the phone, you say, Pata hai, he will need something from me. That's why he's calling. No. If you want to be successful in life, don't be a selfish friend, but be a friend to everyone. Okay, be friendly to everyone, but choose your friends carefully. So today we got 5,000, 10,000 people on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. So I got around 30,000 followers on tweets on my Twitter account. I request all of you to follow me on my social media. So it is good to be popular, but remember one thing, friends: popularity is not success. Okay, many people misunderstand this, that popularity is success. No, success in life depends on how many true friends you have. Therefore, it is said, a friend in need is a friend indeed. You may have 50,000 people following you. How does it matter? But you have 5 people who will actually help you in troubled times. Okay, so remember one thing. Have good friends with you. There are 2 types of friends. One is called satsang and kusang. Satsang means those friends who will tell you what is the truth. Okay, sat, they'll always guide you. They'll always tell you. They'll be always with you in good and bad times. And kusang means bad friends. You just require that one little moment when your friends tell you, thoda sa daru pee le bhaiya, thoda sa ek hi cigarette, only bhai, kuch nahi hota. Oh, kuch nahi hota. Oh, ek cigarette se kuch nahi hota. That cigarette, when it becomes an addiction, when you become a drug addict, you never know. So be very careful. Okay, be friendly with everyone, but choose your friends carefully. It is said that you are an average of the 5 people whom you surround yourself with. Okay, so choose your friends very carefully. But once you've chosen your friend, they should be friends for life. In good and bad times, you should be together. But you know what? It is very important. Don't expect friendship from somebody else. You should be friendly also. So develop the quality of good mitra in yourself. So instead of expecting good friendship quality from others, first you be a good friend. But remember one thing, never fight a battle alone in life. Take some friends along. You know, one of the biggest problems that we have nowadays is called mental health problems. You know why do you have people with mental health problems? Because they don't know whom to speak, whom to talk to. Even if you're a leader, you require friends. Because Raja Rishi will have a lot of problems. He can also have another Raja Rishi as a friend. So friends, network with a lot of people, but choose your friends and lifelong keep that sambandha. Friends are the actual one who make you happy in life. So friends, let me just sum it up, these 4 Chanakya Nitis. Of course, Chanakya Niti is a book, no doubt about it. But I'm giving you a simple formula so you don't get complicated. Okay, I'll repeat them. Swadhyaya, self-study. Second one, Vriddha Sanyogaha, constant association with elders. Third, become a Raja Rishi. Okay, develop leadership qualities, the right leadership qualities. And the fourth one is Mitra Sambandha. Okay, have good friends and maintain relationship with your friends. They're very simple to understand. When you practice it, you'll see the profound impact. And wherever you go, whatever you do, this Chanakya Niti will help you to be successful in life. Thank you and all the best. We will be now taking up questions as guided by Rujuta Madam. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Awesome session. Very nice. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं हमारे पास. हमने उसमें से 7 क्वेश्चन सिलेक्ट किए हैं. आई विल कम वन बाय वन. Madhurya is asking from Jalgaon. The question is, to adopt Chanakya Niti in our life, do we need to adopt any specific psychology?
Yeah, very clear. You should have a winner psychology. Okay. So if you want to be a winner, okay, there are 3 things that our Shastras say. Okay. One is called Ichha Shakti. Second is called Jnana Shakti. And the second is called Karya Shakti. Okay. What is the meaning of Ichha Shakti? Willpower. You know, a lot of people want to be winners, but they don't have willpower. Pata nahi kya hoga, mere mein capability hai ki nahi, माझ्या मध्ये ते गुण आहे की नाही, मी गरिबांच्या घरी आलेलो आहे, माझ्या नशिबात नाही. Remember one thing, it is not the paristhiti, the situations, it is your manasthiti. Okay, so first one is called Ichha Shakti. Okay, so Chanakya always develop the Ichha Shakti in you. Okay, but a lot of people have Ichha Shakti, they have willpower, but they don't know the process. So that's why you require Jnana Shakti. And how do you know? So for example, I want to beat Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, good. You want to be a cricketer, go and beat Sachin Tendulkar. That is a good willpower, good starting point. Abdul Kalam said, dream big. Okay, Ichha Shakti bada. But Karya Shakti bhi to honi chahiye. What is the Karya Shakti? Go and get training in that particular skill. Otherwise, you are going to a battle without a weapon. So our E-Adhyayan will be providing you so many skills. That is called Karya Shakti. Okay. Third the second one is called Jnana Shakti, and third is Karya or Karma. You have to do it. A lot of people have, the will, they have the knowledge, but they never take the first step. Okay? So if you want to understand Chanakya psychology, remember these 3. He had an Ichha Shakti. Let us make a Bharat. Okay? Everybody knows it. Bharat has to be great, Atmanirbhar Bharat, this, that, all those. Okay, aage kya? Now, what is the process? I don't know. So, get yourself educated, get those skills. After that, what? You have a degree, you have a skill, but go and play. Chanakya had an Ichha Shakti, he had Jnana Shakti also. What did he do? He wrote the Arthashastra formula, but Karya Shakti, he was a man of action. Okay, he created the Bharat. He's not, Bharat hoga, dekha jayega. Arre, dekha jayega kya? Karke dikha. So, if you want to be successful in life, this mindset is very important. And Chanakya practiced this. And he achieved them in his lifetime. Therefore, I always say this, if you understand Chanakya, you will not understand failure. Okay, because हम लोग इतना failure के बारे में सोचते हैं कि success भूल जाते हैं. But if you understand Chanakya, you will only understand success. That's the mindset you should have.
Right. Thank you, sir. Poonam Upadhyay is asking from Kolhapur. Will Chanakya Niti be helpful to survive in today's competitive world? आज के competitive दौर में ये कैसे कर सकते हैं मतलब?
Okay, so first, Poonam, let us define what is competition. Okay, so one of the problems is that we always believe competition is against somebody else. Actually, competition is becoming comparison. Very, very important thing. Okay, so you want to be a winner, no? That's it. Okay. So, first of all, understand you should never benchmark somebody else as your way of becoming a winner. So, let's say, the whole thing is about happiness also. Winning should make you happy rather than jealous of somebody else. Okay, so competition, even though we have rules of competition, a healthy competition, friendly competition, but competition leads to jealousy or hatred. I'll give a small example. Now we have a lot of marks coming out, SSC board, HSC board, a lot of so it's a time for admission. So the marks had suddenly come out of 10th standard, SSC board, and one girl was sitting and crying, and one boy was dancing. So they asked the girl, काय झालं, what happened, काय झालं? मार्क्स वगैरे काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे? हो, मला कमी मार्क मिळाले. किती? 98%. हा, 98%. ओके ओके. अँड आज द बॉय वॉज डान्सिंग. काय झालं? पास झालो, 35 मिळाले. So you look at that, ki basically same situation. Now this girl got 98%, but you know what is the problem? The other girl got 99%. So instead of being happy that you got 90, and you'll do all the blame games, saying that, kya kare, teacher ne zyada mark diya hoga, she's a preference of the teachers and all those things. So understand one thing, when you're competing with somebody, even if you're a winner, so 98 is not bad, but you will feel, jealous, anger, hatred, and that person doesn't even know, but andar se आतमध्ये तुम्हाला ते त्रास होता. So competition. Now look at the other guy. I'm a winner. Dhalo pass. Pappu pass ho gaya. So after getting 35, he's happy. Why is he happy? He's happy because he's having less expectations from others and himself. See, I'll tell you, when you get into competition, either you have expectation outside or you have expectation inside. And that creates a problem. So do you think competition should not be there? Of course. But whom do you compete with? Yourself. The best competition is I, me, myself. For example, I'll give you my own example. I have written so many books on Chanakya, okay? The first year, 2010, my book Corporate Chanakya came out. Okay, I'll show you the book also. This is my book Corporate Chanakya. It took me 4.5 years to write the book. How much? 4.5 years. Then I competed with myself. Why should I take 4.5? The next book came out in 2 years. Okay. And now, last year, I wrote 3 books in 1 year. Okay. And you'll be surprised. In the last 3 months, in the lockdown period, thanks because I didn't have all the travel and everything like that. In 3 months, I wrote 3 books. Now think about it. How did it happen? I'm not competing with somebody else. I'm competing with myself. And can I become better and better and better and better? So what does Chanakya say? External problem, okay. If you have an enemy, you have to compete and you have to defeat, that's fine. But that is your dharma. That's your duty to win the game outside. But internally, you should be very free. That's why he calls it Raja Rishi. Biggest competition is with I, me, myself. Okay, don't hate an enemy. Okay, but defeat an enemy with strategy. Don't hate an enemy, defeat an enemy. You have to be a winner. But remember, from competition, go into the mode of collaboration. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. दुश्मन को भी हराना है. कोणी समोर शत्रूला पण मारायचं असेल ना, तर तुमच्याकडे किती मित्र आहेत हे पण तुम्ही बघा. That is how real competition becomes obsolete and you become a winner.
Right. We have Manali Londe ma'am with us. Manali ma'am, would you like to ask any question to sir? It will be a privilege for us.
Manali ma'am is such an inspiration. She'll be answering the best questions. She'll be giving the best answers. She's a teacher of philosophy. As I told you, she's a role model for all of us. Manali ma'am, is she around?
Yeah. Manali ma'am, please ask.
Is she on mute? Just check, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, looks like she's on mute. Ruchita ma'am, we can move on to the next question, and maybe once she's back, she can ask the question. Thank you.
Sure. Mahendra from Navi Mumbai is asking, how relevant is Chanakya Niti for personal and professional growth?
So please understand that Chanakya is relevant for professional and personal growth. I would suggest that you read my book called as Chanakya Niti. This is my latest 17th book, as we say, In this book, I have divided this into professional and personal life. Of course, this is more professional one. So corporate Chanakya, as I told you, will help you more how to think like a corporate, a professional, how to run a company. Please understand one thing, be it professional or personal life, you are the same person. Okay,
Right.
the person is the same. So when you are at home, you are a person. That's your personal life or a family life, as you say. You have to deal with others. When you're in office, you're the same person. So same vyakti at home could be a son, a father, a husband or whatever. That's personal life. But the same person when he goes to an office becomes an employee or an employer or a boss or a subordinate. The quality of the person matters. Where and how he applies is different. Okay. So what does Chanakya do? He prepares the mind of the person, and then wherever you go, you are successful. For example, it is said about Lord Rama. Okay. Rama was the ideal son, an ideal brother, an ideal Raja, an ideal husband. Okay. So the quality of Rama is important. An ideal friend also. An ideal person on the battlefield also. Okay. An ideal student also. So you have to understand that you are the person, and wherever you go, you can be successful. Somewhere the Western thinking has demarcated as a work-life balance. तुम्हारा काम अलग, तुम अलग, तुम्हारा family अलग. No, you should have a holistic approach in life. जहां पे मैं जाता हूं, वहां पे मैं हूं. Okay, so
Right.
don't think
Right.
that the Radhakrishnan Pillai who is at home is different, who is in office. Then you are a hypocrite. बोलते हैं अंदर अंदर से अच्छा बात करता है बाहर से कुछ और है नो 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 प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड चाणक्य says that you can be a professional and a personal. How does it help you? Let me give you one quality. Okay, just one example. You can read the books and all those things. Suppose, okay, I am a teacher. Okay, and students are sometimes afraid of how much marks the teachers will give. Okay, so the teacher has a fight with her husband, or maybe the husband with his wife, and with that mindset they go and correct marks or on paper, want to give marks. What do you think the manasthiti will be? That anger, frustration of the house, they will try and put it out in the students. Isn't it true? So your personality doesn't change. Now, how do you know? What is important is that you have to develop the mindset of being calm and quiet. Okay. So what is the Chanakya Niti? Remember, it is not what you work, but how you work with right mindset. So Chanakya says, sthiraha manaha is very important for a leader. Okay. For example, Yudhishthiraha, जो युद्ध में स्थिर रहता है, he is Yudhishthira, he is a leader. So, if in a personal life you can be sthira, in a professional life also you will be sthira. Okay, so you have to know how to balance it. So, one simple formula is everyday morning, okay, be physically fit, get your yoga, exercise, whatever done, have good food, good sleep, then mentally alert, okay, then intellectually brilliant. You should study every day, read everything, read the newspaper, you should know what's happening around, and spiritually a giant when you have Shraddha in life. So I always say, if you want to be successful, remember this. Follow your passion to a profession, and your profession should be your devotion. Okay, so if you have faith in God also, that can help you become professionally and personally successful. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I come in?
Yes, madam. Good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Very fine. How are
A
you?
very good afternoon to one and all. Radha, wish you a very, very happy Friendship Day.
Are happy Friendship Day. Yeah, today's Friendship Day. Friendship Day to everyone.
Yeah, hello. Now, I would like to ask one question that in this very difficult situations of pandemic, see, not only the students, but each one of us at the back of the mind, there is anxiety, there is worry, there is feeling of insecurity.
Yeah.
So what kind of advice you would like to give to all the audience and the students like me, so that, it is better to get along with these challenges? And as we say that pandemic has taught us new, like we had IQ, EQ, SQ. Now pandemic has taught us AQ, that is adaptability quotient. So what is your take on that? Thank you, Radha.
Thank you, Manali ma'am. As I told you, she's a role model for me. She's an administrator, great teacher herself.
It's your greatness, Radha. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very generous.
Yes, thank you. In fact, you said it very rightly, ma'am, that, today we have to adapt. Okay. So it's an adaptability quotient. Anything that happens, okay, Bhagavad Gita also teaches us this, be ready for change. So it's actually a problem of change management. But what happens, change management becomes expectation management. Okay, so let me tell you what is a change. This kind of a change we never expected.
It's 12 o'clock.
For example, everything is going online, everything is becoming
Right.
and we are not able to see face to face. As a teacher, I would love to see my student in the class physically. I'm sure you would like to go and
Yes, that is true. That's what we feel, that there is no connect at all. So somewhere we are missing the classroom TLP,
Yes.
Like, so yeah, go ahead, please. Thank you.
So I would say that, what Chanakya would say, number one thing is that nothing is permanent. Okay. So we definitely want to meet our friends. I would like to meet Rujuta ma'am, I would meet Sunil sir. But the thing is that not right now. So somewhere the health is the priority right now, not the meeting, isn't it? So Raksha Bandhan mein bhi shayad bhai behan mil nahi payenge. That is something that is a very emotional thing for us. As a teacher, we will not be able to meet the students. But what I'm saying is that wait, the vaccine is almost around and the fear goes away, everybody will rush. So I think you are saying that it's a phase, but what happens is that instead of doing chintan, we are all doing chinta. We are worrying over the situation rather than thinking about the situation. So I think what is very important is relax, calm and quiet. And as a teacher, I would suggest all of us, I tell my students, theek hai yaar, theek hai, it's okay. Our learning is going on, at least look at the positive side of it, okay? At least the classes are going on, the online. So these are called as teething problems. Okay, so once we get used to it, we'll be in a totally different world. It is not only in the academics, also happening in the corporate world. People are working from home and they don't know when they're going to go back to offices, but they don't know. But what I'm trying to tell is that please understand one thing, keep your mind steady. Okay, now coming to the processes, there are a lot of people who don't know how to take admissions online. The forms are getting filled up. So you'll have to take the friend's help. That's why it's called Mitra Sambandha. I know, there's a domestic help who comes to a house and her daughter has to take an admission to a college and she doesn't know, she doesn't have a computer at home. But they go to a cyber cafe, can we take them help? So that is the administrative process. But very, very important, please support each other. If you're under tension, okay, call up a friend. Like, Manali, when you call me up, when I call you up saying that, okay, problem hai, jo bhi hai, but we are around, So we should know this is a very practical situation that we should help each other, adapt to the changes with a positive mindset. I'll give one example. It is called about demonetization. It was a political decision. It was like imposed, but not many people accepted it immediately. But today you look at it, everything has become digital. Sitting at home, I don't have to go and withdraw cash from an ATM. It can be a Google Pay. It can be a Paytm. So I would say this situation in the future, when you look at आगे जाके 1-2 साल के बाद देखोगे, saying that wow. So I say it's a teething problem. It's a temporary problem. But if you take it positively, okay, adjust it. We may have to. After that, this will be look back and say that wow, motherhood is very painful. First time especially it's like a lot of labor pain. But when the child grows up and he said, wow, it was worth the effort, So I would say that take it positively. Let us all be together. So in India, that's why motherhood also is with all family and friends. You go to your mother's house and you're taken care, you're given a nice food. So I think it's very important to celebrate this change rather than crying over it. So adaptability should not be a tension. It will, chalo yaar, saath mein karte hain. Let us support each other. Instead of blame game, let us celebrate this change. That is the way I would look at it.
Thank you so much, Radha. Yes, you rightly said that we have to take it positively. And lockdown has definitely given that opportunity to enhance our skills. Like in case of mine also, like I may not have used my laptop since last 7 years, that much I have used in this last 4 months. So yes, definitely the skill development is there and it is the new normal where we have to get ourselves adjusted to. Thank you so much, Radha. And it was a very, very lively discourse by you.
Thanks for you to organize this also. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Sir, one more question is there. Shailesh is asking from Mumbai. What are the 3 things which we can start immediately to make our life successful? 3 immediate things.
To make our life successful. First, start exercising regularly if you are not. Because remember one thing, success in life starts with physical fitness. I'm not telling you to be a fitness freak, go to a gym and have some biceps. But remember one thing, if you get up in the morning, if your body is aching, see, as young boys and girls, you will not realize because you're already healthy, but as you age. But remember one thing, physical fitness has to be there. So I would suggest that if you are into physical fitness already, continue it. Add some, physical yoga dimension to it, meditation to it, so physically fit. The second thing that you can do is start reading good books. Okay, very, very important. Inspirational books, self-help books, as you tell, because what happens many times, life becomes lonely. So it is very important to look at the quality of thoughts that you came in. So it could be watching good inspirational movies, it could be reading good books, or having webinars like this. The second thing is get good thoughts into you. Physical fitness, good thoughts. And the third most important thing that you can start right now, start giving back to the society in whichever way you can. Okay, so contribute. So a lot of people say, abhi main to itna paisa nahi hai, main kya do? No, remember one thing, there is a concept called dakshina. Dakshina is given to the elders, that's why it's called Guru Dakshina. You don't give it with, hey, Guru Dakshina de raha. But Dan can be given to somebody. And there are many types of Dan. A lot of people say Dan means giving money. No, there is Shramadhan also. What is the meaning of Shramadhan? You can go to an orphanage, spend some time with the nice children over there who don't have parents. You can be a brother or a sister to that child. Or you can join an NGO. There are so many activities in college. But that time, don't look at mujhe certificate mila kya. After going to an NGO, you will get a certificate and you can show it to your teachers. Mala 4 mark milna raka. Please understand this. That is okay as an activity. But remember one thing, that's an attitude also. So the first thing is physically fit, be inspirational, read good books. Swami Vivekananda, I would suggest, because he's National Youth Day. Okay, and if you are reading, read it with friends. Today's Friendship Day, as Manali ma'am rightly pointed out, But the third most important, have the attitude of giving. Okay, you should begin the day with the attitude of gratitude. And once you have that attitude, you will never complain in life. So logon ko do. So for example, you say, I'm only 20 years old, what can I give? Doesn't matter. Give your knowledge. Okay, Jnana also you can share with others. Maybe today you're 21 years, there is 18-year-old boy or girl, maybe your brother or sister. Share with them. So giving back should be an attitude. And believe me, successful people are not successful, they are winners. We like winners for temporary, but we actually respect winners when they give back to the society. So this is the real 3 things you can start doing right now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. One more question. Can I?
Yes, please.
Yes. Bhalchandra is asking from Pune. Does Chanakya Niti helps us in business development and administration as well?
Absolutely, yes. Okay, so Chanakya was actually teaching Chandragupta Maurya how to administer a kingdom. So it's like, if you know the national budget of India is all, the Prime Minister can take a decision up to 37,000 crores. But it is a big budget, it's a national budget over. He cannot just do it just like that. He has to have an administrative system. If you're running a business, your turnover could be 100 crores. But that also requires the same skill. So what I have done specifically in all my books, okay, I've tried to bring the attitude of how to administer a country, the formulas and the processes and the system, how to administer a business. So that's where corporate Chanakya comes in. I would say that, 2-3 things. You should have a great team. Raja with mantris. So if you're a leader, you have a business, you should have good, managers also with you. They are the ones who actually take all the right decisions. Second important thing is to have the right finance. It's very, very important that you actually have the right financial model, because business success is also measured by financial success. You can't say I'm a successful businessman and I have, I can't pay my salaries to people. No, that is not right. So artha eva pradana iti kautilya. If you're a businessman, you should know financial management. It's very, very important. In the initial stages, business is about an idea. But a successful businessman knows the idea is converted into profitable cash flows. It's very, very important. If you're not having cash flows, if you don't have your treasury full, then what kind of a kingdom is it? What kind of a business is it? So yes, the formulas of Chanakya Niti can be used in business administration also.
Right. सर हम बात कर रहे हैं सक्सेसफुल बनना है तो बिजनेस में है, करियर में है. अगर आप कुछ बता सकते हैं कि हाउसवाइफ्स के लिए चाणक्य नीति कैसे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं?
So very, very important. In fact, कभी-कभी हमें ऐसा लगने लग जाता है our housewife is a very small job. And especially educated mothers have that guilt in them.
Yeah.
Educated mother, क्योंकि अभी तो सारे लड़कियां अभी पढ़ चुके हैं, लिख चुके हैं. And I'll tell you, the more educated you are and the more rich you are, the frustration is higher as a housewife. I've seen a lot of them in the business communities, the Gujaratis, Marwadis, they're highly educated, but there's a ghar sambhalo. And the more educated you are, the better mothers you can become. Isn't it true? So first of all, don't have a guilt of, becoming a full-time mother or a full-time housewife. Now, what is to be done? Okay, become like a, as I told you, you can be a Raj Guru to the Raja Rishi. Shivaji Maharaj was actually trained by Jijamata. Isn't it? The greatest leadership qualities that was actually developed is actually the housewives only, the mothers only. Second thing, very important is that if you have a skill with you, okay, if you have a talent with you, why don't you explore doing something? It could be a hobby. Like I know a lot of housewives, they are very creative in painting, maybe in cooking, they could be very creative in poems. And today, housewife can use technology to actually enhance their skills. So I know of a lady in Rajasthan, okay, I was quite surprised. My wife was actually showing me a YouTube of a Rajasthani lady who is now teaching cooking skills and she's making a lot of money. So your talent can be used sitting at home also. And you don't require much, because housewives in the morning are very busy cooking the food, serving the family. In the evening also they're busy. But 2-3 hours in the afternoon, okay, can be very productive and creative. So what I'm saying is that today we have the blessing of technology. So what is the Chanakya Niti here for housewife? Number one, have self-respect. Okay, no, don't think that a housewife is like, mediocre. Okay, it's a very important role. If the house is not in order, nobody will be happy. So you are taking the grihini is a very important part of a social system. So first thing is that use creativity. Second, very important is that you should also know how to earn money from your passion, which becomes a profession. You don't have to earn like your husband, but what is important is that you can earn some money and gives you confidence, isn't it true? Some self-confidence when you're earning your own money. Little ho sakta hai, chota ho sakta hai, lekin wo mera paisa hai. And I would request for a housewife, the husband also has to be supportive. Okay, that's very, very important. Yesterday I was listening to Indira Nui. She was the chairperson of PepsiCo. She was saying, I'm successful as a professional also because my husband, my family, my mother, my in-laws, everybody supported me. So if you want to be successful, your family has to be together. So I request all the husbands also and the children also, especially for the housewives, that, please support your wife, your mother, your daughter to do whatever they want. Then only she'll have the sense of pride. Currently, she's having a sense of guilt. मैं ये भी नहीं कर सकती, वो भी नहीं कर सकती. घर पे बैठे हुए रोते हैं, जो ऑफिस में जाते हैं वो भी रोते हैं, because they feel, मैं घर पे जाके ऑफिस में रह के मेरे बच्चों के बारे में सोचती हूँ. So it's a family success for the housewife. Thank you.
One question, I think someone young is asking, how can I stop arguments with my parents or make my parents to listen my point of view?
Now the thing is not about listening, it's about speaking. You want to speak to somebody and they don't listen. Mala बोलायचंय पण कोणी ऐकत नाही. Okay, now actually it should be the other way around. Your parents should be more mature than you. Okay, because parents should know, अभी ये लड़की बात कर रही है तो बात करने दो. But I'll tell you, I've also seen that, age doesn't guarantee maturity. Okay, so just because you're old, मी मोठी होणार तर मी शहाणी होणार असं guarantee नाहीये. A lot of people are old but immature. But now at least you are young, you can be more matured in your age. What I'm saying is that if you want to speak to your parents, talk to your parents, 2 formulas. Understand the right mood and the right timing. Okay? Because you suppose you want to speak to your mother, okay, and she's busy in her kitchen and everybody is happening around her. You go, Aika, mother, listen to you. She's not in the right frame of mind. She's not in the right mood. Doesn't mean she doesn't want to listen to you, okay? Okay, so you have to understand the right mood. Second, the right timing. Just look at a body language, okay? Maybe as I told you in the afternoon or late night when the household is over, then you sit down and then very nicely, strategically involve her in the discussion. Like, say, Ai, mala thoda kai bolaitse hai. So she understands it. She's sensitive, but she may not be in the right frame of mind. She's not in the right timing also. But he said, okay, remind her second time. So Ai thoda bolaitse hai. And then take out that half an hour. And by the way, when your mother is ready, you should also be ready. Okay, what we do is that mother wants to listen, but we are busy with our phone. So I think what is very important, that tuning is very important. Let me tell you, you have that. I do that with my family also, my children, my wife, my parents. They want to listen to me. I want to talk to them. But I said, okay, not right now because now she's cooking food. My parents are gone out. So remember one thing, the timing to match and the mood to match. And believe me, you don't have to speak for half an hour. Even if you speak for 10 minutes, they'll understand. Because after speaking, you want to be heard and you also have to be understood. Being heard doesn't guarantee you're understood. So I think that's why 2 things, the right mood and the right timing, if you're able to strategize a little bit, they will listen and you will understand. Thank you.
Right. Sir, Praneeth is asking, how to make the right judgment to choose the right business partner. मतलब बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि लोग बाद में अपना सही चेहरा, मतलब जो रियल चेहरा है वो दिखाते हैं. So पहले ही हम कैसे समझे कि who is the right business partner for us?
Okay. It is said that partnership is the biggest decision that you take in life. And if it goes wrong, there's a lot of, sadness in your life. And also with life partners, not only business partners, isn't it? So if you take a wrong decision, your life is gone. In the same with business. So what is important that never jump into business partnership impulsively. Chalo, hum log dhanda shuru karte hain. A lot of people do that in colleges. I've seen that. So come on, you are there, I am there, both of us are free, let us start a business. Both of you are free, that doesn't mean you have to start a business. You can experiment with a business. But business partnership is a lifelong commitment and understanding of each other. Okay, that's very, very important. Second important thing is to understand, if you're into business partnership, what is the goal of the business? Okay, and what is the role you will play? It's like, in marriage, a husband and a wife, right? So the husband has got a role. Typically, he's like a bread earner. And the mother is a support system. Mother can also earn, but there's a role clarity. And that's where it happens that if you have a role clarity in business, saying that what are you going to do? So I'll take care of marketing, you take care of finance. Depends on whatever your understanding is. So once you have a role clarity, then there's a demarcation. Second thing, please understand, partnership is also about experimentation and adjustment. There is nothing called as a perfect husband or a perfect wife. Maturity teaches you that it's all about adjustment. So somebody asked, somebody who wanted to get married, saying that, what do you believe in? Do you believe in love marriage or arranged marriage? And the person said, I believe in successful marriage. Love marriages also can fail, and arranged marriage can also fail. What is more, the tuning between the two partners? And I will always say you one practical tip: if you have a business idea, sit down, write down, and it's better you have a mentor also who respects both the partners. Maybe you have a teacher and both of your students to that. So get him involved. Unka ashirwad lo. They will tell you what to do. They will navigate you. And very, very important tip is that don't think in the beginning that partnerships are permanent. Okay. So experiment. So it's always, I say, better to get engaged, okay, and break that engagement if it is not working right, rather than having a full-fledged marriage and then going for a divorce. So I would say when you're getting into a business partnership, try it for 6 months or a year with flexibility. Or 1 saal ke baad review karo na. It's working fine or no. And I've seen this, problem is not during the struggling phase. So if you're in a business, you're struggling, you'll all help each other. The problem starts when the business becomes successful. Because you earn, 10 lakh ka profit, and then you say, maine zyada mehnat kiya, I put a lot of money, I put a lot of effort. Then you say, no, I'm also an equal partner. So understand one thing. It is always about adjustments from time to time. I would also request you to watch a movie called as Social Network. It is how Facebook started, Mark Zuckerberg. He also went through a lot of problems in his early partnerships. So don't think that it's only about you and me. It's also about great guys. Even the Apple founder, Steve Jobs, went through a broken business partnership. Okay, so important. But Infosys is a successful story where 7 business partners with maturity came together and built an organization. Not a single of them left. What will happen? Because they discussed, they have a role clarity, they had a financial clarity. So experiment, but make sure the experiment is successful. It requires a lot of adjustments and coordination and cooperation between the partners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते तो रहेंगे ही, लेकिन हमारा थोड़ा टाइम लिमिट भी हमें फॉलो करना चाहिए. ओवर टू सुनील सर.
Thank you, Sunil.
Radhakrishnan sir, thank you very much for taking out time. It was indeed a very great session. We, on behalf of Team Idhyan, thank you very much for sparing time and educating all of us today. And we sincerely hope that we keep. You keep sparing time for us, coming back to our coming back to our platform and sharing your valuable knowledge in the future again. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to update all of you about our future programs that we're gonna run. We have our fitness programs that are live now. We have yoga classes, multiple batches running in for adults and for kids as well. We also have Zumba batches being launched from the 10th of August onwards. If you're interested, feel free to visit our webpage www.idhyan.com and you'll find more information on that. Our music school also presents multiple batches in singing, drumming, and guitar playing as well. So if you feel you're interested in that, please feel free to visit our website. We have career counseling sessions coming in next week. Career options after 12th standard by Priya Chaudhary ma'am. Please feel free to attend those sessions as well if you're kind of interested in those. Multiple sessions coming up. We will also host DCP Somnath Gage sir on 8th of August. He'll talk about emotions in professional life. So if you haven't booked your seat already, please do that. Thank you. We would like to thank our associate partner Shivam Polymers, Jalgaon, Godrej Knowledge Financial Solutions LLP, Mumbai, Fincrest Insurance and Investments, Pune, and OGENT Mobile Charging Station marketed by Pariyar Enterprises. Thank you so much everyone for being here today, and we hope that you keep coming back to EDN. Thank you, Radha sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sunil sir.
Thank you. We'll end the session now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Happy Friendship Day to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.